Hello everyone, it is me, Anashi, the Conservative Gamer. We are here with our new Final Fantasy series. So, for all of you out there who are brand new to the game, or thinking about playing the game Final Fantasy, this video is for you. This is a comparison to some of the other games, as far as things that you really want to know as soon as you start the game, and things, and settings, and an explanation of some of the simple stuff that I wish I had as soon as I started the game, but, you know, I did it when it first came out, so there was no way that was going to happen. So here we go, we'll get right into it. This is the character creation screen. You can do lots of things to create a character. I am going to customize this character. You want to press confirm, and then you can pick what you want here, and we'll do that. You know, we'll make them tall, and I'll show you after I finish customizing the character because it gets pretty specific, it being, you know, kind of a Final Fantasy game. So we'll get right into it right after this. Hold on one second. So we are here. We created our Rogue-Knight, and look at this haircut. Holy moly, I did not think it was in here. But here we go. We'll confirm. We don't have to save the appearance data, but if you want to make characters, you can just create a character and save appearance data for later, and you might need them for retainers, and we'll get into what those are later. Now when you pick a class, you can only pick from one of these initial 8 classes. You can choose other classes later, and once you level up to about 10 or 15 in the story quests, you actually unlock the ability to go unlock any of these 8 starting classes. So you could change your one character that you make into literally every class in the game eventually. Now, obviously there are barriers such as completing certain story quests, getting to certain levels, and making sure that you have the expansions. However, I would stick with one of these 8 for a little while until you at least complete a majority of the story, especially any of the old A Realm Reborn story needs to be completed. Now, when selecting a world, what you want to do is obviously, you want to play with your friends, but if you're coming into this game and you don't know anyone that plays in it, there's a couple different things that you should know. For one, just always click Select Another, anyways. There are data centers. Now, the characters in my data center will be moved. I'm on Diabolos. As you can see, there's a star next to this. This means that these worlds right here are preferred servers, which means that their overall population is less. Now, this does not take into account active population. This is just how many characters have been created on these servers. Now, because these are preferred worlds, your character will get a buff doubling, I think it's 50% or 100% XP until you reach level 60, and this works for every single class. Your crafting classes, all of your new classes or jobs, every single thing, the gathering classes, everything is 50% or doubled on these preferred worlds, and I would suggest making a character on one of these. Now, I play on Diablos, and I say, you know, choose a preferred world. So, once you choose the world, you just confirm, make a name, make a name, and we're just going to confirm. Now, we'll pop into here, and I'll show you, I would say, watch all the cutscenes and things. This game has one of the most immersive and very story-focused and driven quest lines because they guide you and kind of force you to go through the main story quests. That's how you progress through the game, and it's very important, the story, and it's pretty fun. So here we go, we're going to enter the world. We'll be back as soon as we come in. Okay, so we are here in the game. You start at one of the 3 main cities, Limsa Lominsa, New Gridania, or Ul'dah. And these are determined by whatever class you select. The race doesn't mean anything in this respect. In fact, the race is merely cosmetic in this game. So, we're in Ul'dah because we're a pugilist. And the first thing it asks you to do is set up whether you're using a gamepad or a mouse and keyboard. Now, we're going to select mouse and keyboard. I suggest for all new players to keep the tutorials up. You know, don't disable the active help windows because every time something new happens, the tutorial will pop up and it explains a lot of stuff. They did a really good job teaching you how to use basic controls and things. This is another good play guide right here. It's something that's on their website, and if you do like breezing through guides and stuff, it is very good. So, the very first thing I would suggest 100% of you to do, press escape. Your system tray comes up right here, and you want to go to character configuration. Now, this will save you from dying a million times in this game. What you want to do is change your movement settings to legacy type. Because what this does is, it's in standard type, we'll keep it here. When you press S, as in moving backwards, you actually walk backwards. However, when you change it to legacy type, when you press S, you actually turn around and will run at full speed. Oops. You will run at full speed as soon as you turn around. And this will keep you from dying in many AoEs throughout this game. Because you press these keys, they turn you right away, and you run at full speed in whatever direction you're moving at. If you want to use RP things, you can choose the standard type while you're RPing and things like that. That is the most important thing I think everyone should want. Now, it even teaches you how to do things like many of us obviously are MMO veterans and know what quests look like. And I'll tell you what the different quests look like, because this one is just a basic quest. However, these first couple quests are story quests, but they do not have the story quest icon, and I'll show you what that is after the next thing. So the next thing that's really helpful is if you want to lay out your HUD early. They have really good customization for their HUD layouts. They even have you where you can save 4 separate layouts. Now, as you can see here, there are tons of things. Pretty much everything on the screen is movable. So say, you know, I like to have my inventory grid over here. This just shows you about your inventory slots, your notices. This is like pop-up menus. You have the main menu right here. We can put this down here. The amount of gil you have, we'll put this down here. Then you have your quests, which are called duties in this game. Your quest list. You have the different hotbars. You can move them around. You can even customize them with the settings to do, you know, like I like to use the 4x3s. You can even have them partially transparent. You can even change their size up to 2 and down to 60% of their actual original size if you want to move things out of the way. And I would suggest, after playing the first few minutes of the game, to go ahead and sit down and actually customize your HUD to where you like it, because it makes the gameplay significantly better. Now, as a new character, you will always have this little leaf symbol next to you. That's to signify to other people that this is a new character and you may be new at this game. The community in Final Fantasy is significantly better and a bit more generous than many other. Now, I am playing this is one of my alt characters that I'm going to be using for videos in the future. Right now, he is a Marauder. And a Marauder is one of the 2 tanking classes that you can start at, Gladiator being the other. What you want to focus on right here is, this is a quest log. You press J by default to bring it up. This symbol right here, where you see the circle with the exclamation point in it, that is the symbol for a story quest. These are the quests that you want to focus on throughout the game. They'll give you things like gear and many other things. Now, all the leveling gear and a majority of the gear in the game is all player-made or received from quest rewards. Now, we are on my main character right now, which most people refer to as a unicorn, because I am the rarest sex, race, and combo in this game, a female Rogadine. As you can see here, I am max level, and here is another different quest symbol. Now, the key means that there is something I need to do to be able to receive this quest. However, most of the time, you can actually just talk to the people and say the quest, and it'll tell you what you need. So it says it's not available at this time, requires a job class to be Black Mage. Now, because I have my Black Mage at level 60, what I can try and do, and I might end up naked. So what I have here is equipped as my Black Mage right now. Now, as you can see, this quest has changed color. Now, the quest symbol in this game that is blue, that has a plus next to it, these are quests that unlock things. They unlock things like dungeons, class abilities, things like that. This one happens to be specifically a Black Mage class quest that leads to the unlocking of another ability. Now, I'll go back to my Red Mage and you'll see it back and change color. There you go. And those are the three types of quest symbols in this game. There are ones that are just basic, like you saw at the very beginning. There are the story quest ones that kind of look like the meteor with the quest in it. And then there are the unlocking quests. And these unlocking quests are extremely important, and you should do them if you come by them. But for the most part, when you're first starting, focus on doing the story quests almost exclusively. This is the end of the first part. The second part, I'm going to link right behind this video in the description below. Definitely look at both parts. I just wanted to separate them too, just in case you just wanted the very beginning. And then the second part is a little bit more advanced, you know, after you gain a few more levels. I'll definitely be keeping more videos up. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in a minute. Peace.